It's the Kathy Romano Show on B101. Our next guest is comedian, content creator, and one of the most recognizable faces on social media. You've seen him on TikTok and YouTube making millions laugh, and you may know him from his Camp Counselors podcast or his live comedy tours. He has a sold out show here in Philadelphia at the Fillmore. Please welcome Zachariah Porter. Hi, Zachariah.
Woo! Happy to be here. Good morning.
I'm so excited that you're on the show. I've been trying to get you to come on with me for years. I don't know if you remember, but we met at a barber shop in Conshohocken.
I do remember specifically because my boyfriend who grew up in Philly is tugging me and he goes, "That's Kathy Romano. That is the Kathy." No, it is it that's why I'm so attracted to this relationship between us because you are such a staple in that city, which for me has now become like a second home. So I'm honored to be here and I remember very vividly. We love Conchi.
Oh my God, I'm so excited that your boyfriend knew who I was. What?
Yes. Oh my God. Of course, he grew up with you on the radio.
Oh
He
my
knows
God,
you well.
that's amazing. And reminds me, you guys were in Conshohocken. Is his family there?
No, he lived in West Conchi, but they grew up in Collegeville area, so
Okay.
they're all still out there. Yeah,
Okay.
and now we live in Massachusetts.
Well, and also, thank you so much for coming on. Your show is sold out. You don't even need to sell tickets, and you're still coming on. So I appreciate that.
Oh my God, I'm so happy to be here. Now I get to tell everyone in Philly that I know that I was like, oh, on the Kathy Romano show.
That's all right. Where are some of your favorite spots in Conshohocken?
Oh, in Conshohocken. Oh, I loved I love the Gypsy Girls. Like I like their stuff. That's one of my favorites. We're in Collegeville a lot more now. I love this restaurant called Harvest. It is like one of my favorite restaurants out there. But for like a cheesesteak, they took me to D'Alessandro's. Like I try to take their recommendations
Yeah.
of what are my good spots. Jasper's is good too. So there's a lot of good
Oh
places
my
out
God.
over
I
there.
love that you're like naming all my favorite places. So Kim, who owns Gypsy, she's one of my good friends. And then Harvest, the owner is Dave McGrogan. I've worked with Dave for years. And then Jasper's, they actually have, you have to have the Miss Scarlet. It's a, I don't know if you drink alcohol, but it's a strawberry tequila drink. So good.
Oh, that'd be so good. I would love that.
So the first videos I saw of you, my cousin and I went on this like TikTok binge, sending videos back and forth, back and forth, and it was of you doing the Duncan videos. Is that how it all got started for you?
Yeah, yeah, and it's crazy. We're on year six. I was actually making videos a year before COVID, and then that's kind of when everything kind of took off for me. But I started doing Dunkin' videos, kind of just ranting like everybody else during COVID, and then this is all just kept evolving every year after that. And my content has changed, and what I'm interested in making has changed. But there was the period of time that was blowing up, and it was so central around Dunkin' because growing up in Massachusetts that's our lifeline. It's our blood is simply just a medium iced coffee at all times.
My favorite character you do, I think, is the Amish woman.
Don't even get me started, okay? Because I had never seen an Amish person until I went to Lancaster.
Yes.
And Jonathan, my partner, he took me on a day trip there. And when I saw my first buggy coming down the road, I audibly gasped. We have gone back at least four times. We've done guided tours, we've done museums. The culture is just so intriguing to me. One day I'm going to make some sort of TV show or movie about it because it's so rich and interesting to me.
Do you see that girl on social media? Her name is Lizzie Ens, ENS, but she basically came out about her Amish community. She escaped. She jumped off the roof of her house and had somebody
Um,
pick her up down the street and basically get her out of the community, and she's never gone back. She lives, a much different life now, but she came out and she started talking about it and trying to clear up some of the misconceptions about the
yes.
Amish. It was, and she did short videos on TikTok. I would watch it like it was a TV show. I was obsessed with it.
Anything that has roots in a TLC kind of style show, I'm interested in that. Like Breaking Amish, I'm like, I get it. I like it. I'm interested in all of it.
I was recently watching, I think it's a current video, the meeting of about cauliflower.
Yes, yeah. I'm
Um,
on a health journey. It's the
oh,
worst. It's
okay.
the worst. It's just terrible. I mean, about my jaw's looking better. So it's once you lock in for a week and it looks a little more snatched, I'm like, all right, I can do this. But cauliflower just needs to stop trying to be other things. And that's where I stand on that. You're not rice, you're not a pizza crust, and you're simply not a buffalo wing. Don't even play in my face right now.
What is that soggy mess?
It's soggy. It's and my boyfriend Jonathan, he's a pescatarian, so he eats a lot of like meat alternatives, and he will sit there and have a cauliflower wing and look at me in my face like I'm a clown and say, "No, it's like a buffalo wing." I'm like, "No, it's not, Jonathan."
The kale guy in that skit, by the way, I like legitimately work with that guy.
Get him on the mic. Where is he? Where is he?
I have to ask you about the deviled eggs video that you made. That made you physically sick. Why did you do that?
Yeah, that was bad. That was insane.
Like, bad idea.
I'm obsessed with deviled eggs, and this woman reached out to me, and she has this business called Deviled Egg and Co. And she's trying to franchise it. So anyone that's interested in the Philly area, what a business market! Like what an idea. And it's like specialty deviled eggs, and they come with like 30 different flavors. And she drove like 45 minutes to Dallas or Houston where I was performing, and she brought me them. And she was like, "I'd love if you posted about it." And I was like, "Of course." So I sat in my hotel room and I ate like 40 deviled eggs that were like massive and made this video. And then I was so sick after I had to go on stage 2 hours later. And I don't, the adrenaline will take over. I'm sure as a performer, you know, like the adrenaline takes over when you have to work and you're just like, I'm going to do it. But I was in the green room backstage. My stomach is like hard as a rock. And I'm like, I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I can get up burping. It was awful, but the eggs were great. I went a little hard.
You should have
You
broke
know?
it up into like parts.
Yeah, but they were so like there was a crab rangoon one, a Caesar salad egg. Like you can really do a lot with a deviled egg. It's a great business idea.
So speaking of your show, is it stand-up comedy? What's the show like?
It's basically my TikTok and Instagram page live. So it's a lot of me and my characters. So I've broken it up into like different sections where like I come out as myself and I do stand up and I get to meet everybody and I have all these like personal stories and jokes that I tell. And then I leave stage and then videos play when I'm off stage and I get into my characters. I come out and I do these kind of like mini skits and stand up as my characters and I'm constantly coming in and off stage with videos playing and me as myself. So it feels very fast paced. There's a lot that you get. You get a bunch of my characters and me kind of like, and then backstage, I'm ripping wigs off and zipping into dresses and I'm stuffing bras. And I'm like, it is like mayhem. And then when it's over, I'm like, dead. I'm like, I can't. But it's so fun and it's gotten so much better and faster and stronger. And last time I was in Philly was the second night I'd ever done that show. So it was still very new and shows continue to grow when you're writing them and you're performing them, like things are constantly changing. But this show that I'm doing in Philly this year, I've been doing this show like I think I've done it like 15 times. So it's gotten better, it's gotten stronger. And I'm excited to be there at the best I think I've ever been
Okay.
because it's such an audience that feels like I love performing in Mass, but I get a similar feeling when I'm performing in Philly because I have so many people there and I've spent so much time there that I want to do even better than normal because it's like it's kind of like my second home now. So
Both Brett and I are huge fans. Brett, you had a question for Zachariah?
Kathy's talking about, you've mentioned you're doing characters in this tour that you are on. Kathy's
yeah.
mentioned a few. One of my favorites is just like that housewife, that classic mom character. I don't know
Yeah,
if she has a name.
she does it.
Is she inspired by any real life people? Your mom, grandmas, aunts?
No, she's my mom. And my
Okay.
mom, I say this all the time. My mom goes, "That is not me." And I go, "Mom, you've never seen yourself after half a bottle of Pinot Noir. That
That's you.
is you." And it's so funny because when she watches it live or she sees the video, she's like, "I wouldn't say that." I'm like, "These are literal quotes from you. Like, your father's pissed is like my entire life." So, and she is so central to the show, and and I have some people who come to see her specifically. She's definitely my biggest character. So, her section of the show is just it's like watching her do stand up, and it's so fun because it's still me, but I'm just fully in the garb and in like the character. So she'll be there.
That is my mom's absolute favorite. She sends me at least one TikTok or Instagram reel a day of whatever your newest one is of that character. She's on him. I love
Oh, I love
when the chairs were rotted.
yeah.
We need end tables. No, we
We
know
need
nowhere to
more
put the
than
wine.
yeah. That's awesome. I love that.
How long did it take you to create this content? Like for one video from, coming up with the idea to filming it to posting it. What is that process? How long is that?
I wish I was better. I wish I was better at banking ideas. I think I have to wait for life to give me inspiration. But like a mom video, if I'm in the flow and I know exactly what I'm going to say, it's pretty quickly. It's pretty quick. I can do the whole I can film it and edit it in like about an hour and a half, maybe less. But like the one we were talking about earlier, the cauliflower one, I did 4 different characters with 4 different outfits with makeup changes and beard length changes. And that probably took me about 5 hours just to like write it, do it all. And then it's, you know what the worst part is, or the hardest part is, it's just coming up with more ideas after doing this for 6 years and
Yeah.
trying to say new things. It's like a muscle I'm constantly trying to like work, but that is the hardest part, is like, how do I keep thinking of new ways to make people laugh? But it's the challenge, I guess.
You do a podcast as well, Camp Counselors. Tell me about that.
Yeah, Camp Counselors is a project that I started with my boyfriend Jonathan. When we were doing long distance, I was in Mass and he was in Philly. We both were creating content, and he does his own videos too. But then when we moved to New York together 3 years ago or 4 years ago, we wanted a project together. So we started this podcast, and it's like a lighthearted comedy podcast where we riff, we tell stories, we do news articles, and kind of say like what we're loving, what we're hating. And it's a kind of a break from the intense media cycle that we're all in all the time. I think when you tune into our show, it's like twice a week, and it's very light and very funny. And it's so easy because we live together, we date, so we know how to push each other's buttons and how to make each other laugh, that we're in such a good flow with it. When we're like entering year 4 this year with it, it's crazy. But it's available everywhere. Camp Counselors podcast. If you're interested in a new little story in your ear.
The Camp Counselors, though, what that name, where did that come from? Were you guys camp
I think
counselors?
no, we were not, but I think we give camp counselor energy.
That's all you
I think
need.
you could look at us and be like, oh yeah, like they could whip a crew of like 15-year-olds into shape. Like we would kind of like berate you, but then we'd also be like your big brother, and then also kind of like cry with you. Like I think we give that kind of energy. He never went to camp growing up. I went to church camp growing up,
Oh,
and I loved it.
how was that?
Oh my God, it was so. I joke about it sometimes. Sometimes I feel like gay people have a hard time with church. I think I ran that show. I think I gave those people a run for their money. I think the church didn't give me trauma. I think I gave the church trauma because I was so I had the best time of my life with those people. So I loved it. I had a good time.
Yeah, I would agree. I was in church too, and
You went to church camp too?
no, yeah,
Oh, I didn't know
the
that.
choir. Oh my gosh.
Oh, choir boy, I love to hear it.
Well, Zachariah, thank you so much for coming on the show. It was a pleasure. When you come to town, if you have time, let's go to Jasper's and I'll get you that strawberry tequila drink.
Oh my God, that would be awesome. Okay, great. Well, thank you so much for having me, and I will see you in a couple weeks.
Okay. Zachariah Porter, he does have a show in Philadelphia, but unfortunately, it is sold out. Next time you come to town, let us know. Maybe we can get some tickets for our listeners. And real quick, what are your social media handles if people don't follow you?
It's pretty much Zachariah Porter everywhere. If you search that, my face will come up.
It sure does. Thank you so much.